is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So we have a new issue of SFX magazine, The Time With Us Roll. I would say it's a pretty mediocre issue, which I think is kind of strange considering how great genre it is right now. But I mean, it went from like turgid, awful, couldn't watch it, to really genuinely great. I think Star Trek Picard's best Star Trek I've ever seen. I'm as surprised about that as you are, quite frankly. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Blows my freaking mind how good it is. So I think Mando is very good. I'm enjoying that as well. I'm looking forward to Doctor Who, even though they had that awful Doomsday trailer thing drop. Oh god, I mean, it can't be like that, can it? It could be, but I don't think it's going to be. Anyway, so view this as your virtual thumb through of SFX magazine. I'm joined by Dan Hadley from the Spacebook. Great little channel. It's in the it's a good channel, not little channel, nice channel. It's in the video notes. Please subscribe to them because they are awesome. Actually, it was one of my favorite shows. Their Thursday night Doctor Who panel, because they have voices from lots of different directions. You've got people who are really hate really think the new coming era of Doctor Who's going to be terrible and like unwatchable. You have people who are very, very pro it. People are like, it's a varied voices, right? And I really like that. You've got a nice group of people, not a monolith of thought, right? Discussing and disagreeing with each other, which is what we used to do, and it used to be okay. But times they are strange. Anyway, in these strange times, we have another issue of SFX magazine. Do you want to buy it? Is it a recommend? I'm going to say no, it's not a recommend, but look through it with me and you decide if you want to buy it. Really, that's really the point of this reviews. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things are fantastic. Come and join me at Rumble, subscribe on Rumble, which I'm getting a lot more views than I am on YouTube, so I like Rumble a lot. So please subscribe over there. Subscribe on YouTube if you're not yet subscribed. Like, share, look in the video notes, sign up to Dan's channel, subscribe to his channel, sign up my what's it called here? My Substack, my email newsletter, and what else we got? We got my Instagram. I'm not good at that. I got to get better. Instagram, Twitter. I just got Twitter Blue. I got the little blue thing. I haven't put it on yet, but I did paid for it, so I can't. I'm gonna have a check mark. That's gonna be so funny. And I'm gonna be putting a lot of content on Twitter as well, a lot of video content. So sign up there, follow me on Twitter, sign up Twitter, whatever. I don't know what's called, Facebook. All those things are fantastic. Fine. This review comes from my live stream. I do live streams every day. Come and join us. Come and hang out. We take the piss. We have fun. We do, like as I said, do live streams every day. Talk about the news of the day, the important news of the day, which is nerdy news. And I said on this one, I was joined by the wonderful Dan Hadley. Now, let me hand over to us from last night.
What a great cover! I really like the look of this film.
Yeah,
I think it looks fun.
The movie looks like it's going to be shit, but
you think so?
Probably. At least
I think it looks fun.
I think it looks fun, but they were talking about how they wanted to emancipate the male characters. I'm like, really? Like, why would you say that? Why? But okay, never mind.
Deflating.
Right. Let's have a look. They even had the Raffi 7 without me wanting to vomit in this episode, which was quite a feat. Who's he with this week? Man, they're really focused on Sarah Jane Adventures right now. All right. What's this? How David Bowie fits into Lola's second World War II found footage film. What is this? This looks weird. Lola is in cinemas from April 7th with a digital release on May 8th. I guess I'll see it then.
What's that?
Signed to a found footage movie that somehow connects with David Bowie.
Okay.
I'll watch the trailer. Okay, you've intrigued me to watch the trailer. Send in the clothes. What is this? It's a, I don't know, Infinity Pool is in cinemas from March 24th. Have you seen Luther, by the way?
No, I've never seen it.
Good.
Never seen a single episode of it.
By Gandalf's Beard, Warner Brothers and New Line teaming up for a series of Lord of the Ring movies. Yeah, they're basically looking to humiliate Amazon, right? Make them look stupid. Vin Diesel reuniting with Tim Worthy for Riddick, Fura, whatever. Cranks, Brian Hellboy, don't care. James Manigold in the frame to direct Swamp Thing, that will be very good.
Yeah.
Addison Rae to star as in Eli Roth, I don't care. Thanksgiving. Weta Workshop handling giant spider effects for Australian Horror Sting, that will probably be very good. Kevin Feige promised Spider-Man 4 is on the way. We have a story. You leave the story alone, arseholes. Leave it to Sony, okay? You don't know what you're doing. Kane Parsons' viral video, the backroom found footage. I have no idea. Know what I did last summer, How to Train Dragon, Deadpool, Nosferatu. Disney once again delaying the Marvels. Yeah. If only they could remove that from reality. They are embarrassed. Have you seen this movie? Looks quite interesting. Was it 39?
Is this the one with Adam Driver in? I think this looks fun.
It looks like. I want to go to the cinema to see that, but I would see it on a streaming service. Right? Something about the cow who sang a song of Into the Future. Okay. Yes. It's okay, fine. If you want to go see that, you can. I have zero interest. Spider-Man Noir, doing a live-action Spider-Man Noir show. That sounds interesting. Amazon. See, Amazon is very hit and miss. When they do good stuff, they do good stuff.
Yeah.
Right? It's but often they just mainly do garbage. I don't know. It's like it's so by accident anything comes.
See, as much as I like the aesthetic of Spider-Man Noir, I think that would be a mistake. I think that Spider-Man now, post No Way Home, they're at a very crucial point. They can't dilute this too much. I think a project like that would harm.
It'll never happen. I mean, like, why has there never been a Judge Dredd TV show?
No idea.
It's such easy, like, it'd be so easy to do well, right? It's just, oh God, it's
a wealth of source material to go to. You could build massive standing sets.
Right. It's crazy.
Carl Urban desperate to play it again, and if he does age out, they could easily find somebody to play that part. But
or it could be a high-end streaming service series. Which, like a 6-episode thing. That's like huge, like that. I think it'll be good. The Rig got renewed for a second season. Do you ever finish first season?
No, I didn't.
I'm bored out of it.
Yeah, I was bored as well. People tell me it was worth it, but I'll take their word for it.
Right. Avenue 5 is axed. I saw that coming. They probably did those 2 episodes the 2 seasons back to back. Brian Middleton starring Apple TV Plus's new take on Fritz Lang classic Metropolis. Apple TV has been doing decent stuff. I watched the trailer, right? I would watch the trailer. The Peripheral, Velma, and Mayfair Witches renewed for second season. Did you see that Mindy Kaling got a medal from Biden?
I was just about to say, were you aware that Mindy Kaling had got an award?
Yeah.
An artistic award for creative endeavor or something like that.
I was like, listen, this is literally the last days of the Empire of Evil. Maybe you don't want to be standing behind the throne now. Maybe just wait till after the summer, okay? Right? I don't know. It's just my advice to you, and it's well meant.
It was the most expensive, high-profile participation trophy I've ever seen.
Yes, exactly. That nobody cares about or noticed. What was I going to say? Nick Offerman and Megan Mullally, who I adore both of them, are joining Umbrella Academy. Don't care, right? I'm sorry. Elliot Page gives me a strange vibe. I'm watching a deeply ill person hurt themselves, right? I don't know why I get that vibe from him, who's clearly a man, right? And that makes me not want to watch anything he's in. Funnily enough, I was watching Prometheus the other day, or Covenant, and it had Jesse Smollett in it. I hadn't noticed before. And you noticed it now so well. I was like, oh, that's bad news.
Yeah, he's another one. I mean, that was all disgraceful as well. How that guy was able to avoid prison. Absolutely disgusting.
So, what do you expect? There's a comic sequel to Planet of the Apes. They're working on more Planet of the Apes. What they should do with Planet of the Apes, by the way, is in their first of the prequel movies. Was it Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes? Can't remember.
Yeah.
Right. You had a spaceship that had taken off and was lost in space. Right. You'd have them come back after a time warp, 5,000 years later, whatever, and it's ape society, and it's basically the first movie at that point.
Yeah, I mean, for years, since whenever that came out, it's got to be 2011, something like that. Obviously, they were teasing the idea that that was Taylor, but that potentially they could remake the original film.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It doesn't look like that's going to happen now. I think that could, providing we sort of ride out.
Like 20, 30 years later, from what I heard.
Yeah, it'd be good.
There's new things from Walking Dead. I don't care. There's apparently a new show in it.
I don't know anyone who gives a monkeys about The Walking Dead anymore. Anyone.
I can't believe you're actually making this. It's bizarre. What's this? Andy Diggle continued the saga of Expanse and new comic books. Andy Diggle is one of the worst writers I've ever read. I've
never liked him either. He seems like a nice enough fella, but I've never enjoyed his work.
He's a total more nice to remember for Rogue Trooper in Garth and Patrick Goddard's. Oh, when's this coming out? Bigger than Prog. I'll wait for the collected edition. That'll be good. I like a bit of Rogue Trooper. More 60s stuff. These are people in Doctor Who. Raquel Welch, looking very hot there, is dead. Very sad. And Sarah K. Jackson, as far as I know, isn't. What are we up to? Mummy's Curse. Demonic forces awaken from ancient slumbering. Evil Dead rise. Are there new Evil Dead movie?
Yeah. I keep forgetting this is coming as well. It's like female lead, blah blah blah.
I'm just noping out straight away. I don't care. Okay, Dungeons and Dragons. I might. This is an article I might read. See if I can pick up a vibe from it. I mean, it looks fun. It looks good. I will agree with you. It's that I think they just open their stupid mouths and said stupid stuff. So,
I haven't seen any coverage of this. That's probably why my enthusiasm with a small e is still intact. So if they have been saying silly things, it's not made my radar.
Maybe, but Chris Pine has a lot of charisma. Chris Pine can overcome a lot. And it's also got Hugh Grant in it. I love Hugh Grant as well. Hugh Grant's in like an all-time high in his career, I think.
Well, he's certainly making the most interesting choices that he ever has.
Yeah.
He's making good work. Yeah, he's making good work, and he seems to be having fun. Fair play to him. Same with Nick Cage, come to think of it. I mean, does anybody in the world seem to be having more fun than Nick Cage at the moment?
Nick Cage's having a lot of fun. So he's playing Dracula in this movie against Nicholas Holt's Redfern. And who feels he has an abusive relationship. It's kind of like what they do in the Shadows kind of vibe, but with Nicolas Cage, it looks kind of fun. Nicholas Holt is quite good. What's this over here? Yellow Jackets. What's this? Surprise horror hit Yellow Jackets. What's this on? I heard about it.
It is on Paramount Plus. It does look interesting.
What's
whether
it
I'll
about?
go out of my way to watch it or not. It's about some crash survivors, either a plane crash or a boat crash. The survivors come back, go through some sort of ordeal together, and they come back to their day-to-day lives, but there's something that they don't speak of, some mystery. It does look very stylish, and they've got some good people in it. Good, people. What's her name?
It's like another thing to commit to.
Christina Ricci's in it. It does look good, but it's a question of finding the time.
Ricci, I like her. I do like her. And The Power is on Prime Video from 31st of March. No idea. It might be good. Who knows? What's this? The portable door has finally made it to the big screen. So, what's Tom Holt's portable door? Obviously, it's a.
I've not heard that one either.
Must be a famous novel.
See, that guy is wearing the costume that Ncuti Gatwa should have been wearing as Doctor Who.
This one?
Yeah.
No, I like his costume.
I quite like it as well, but I think it could do with a little more. Well,
it seems to me it has variations on a theme. We've seen like he's wearing different versions of it. Yeah. He wears a beanie now and again, stuff like that. Okay, so when's this out? In Sky Cinema from April 7th. All right, I've never heard of it. Whatever. Graveyard Shift is this is on Netflix right now, and this looks like the same location they're using for Doctor Who.
Well, it depends where it's been made.
Did you watch the show?
Graveyard Shift, is it called?
No. It's called Lockwood and Co.
Oh no, I didn't. I did want to watch this, and
Is it in its second season?
It looks great. I think it's the first season, but I could be wrong. They're based on books, aren't they? And they've got a young lad who looks like he's sort of a junior David Tennant in it, and another chap who looks a bit like Harry Potter, sort of mucking about. And there's some little bit of some bird in it as well.
Listen, did you watch the rest of Luther, or have you never seen it before?
I've never seen so much as an episode of Luther.
Oh man,
I've been told I should. I've been told that it's right up my street, so I'm going to make an appointment to get it.
This is it's Alex Kirkland trying to take credit for Picard. It's off,
talk about yesterday's news. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Sarah Michelle Gellar, what's she doing now?
She's in that new series about the wolf pack. She plays the MILF by the looking at that.
Yeah, she looks like that. So role she goes for the MILF role. Big feature on Sarah Jane Adventures. Why is everybody talking about Sarah Jane Adventures right now?
I think that the timing of this is, I think that it dropping onto iPlayer and all that kind of thing. I think that helps.
I think maybe they're building up a hype for it going on Disney Plus.
It could be, but I think that a lot of this is down to the fact that the kids who watched it when it was brand new, like 2007, 2008, they're all now young adults,
right? And they're loving
the workforce. Yeah, and some of them are having children of their own. Believe it or not.
Right. It's like us when it came back. So I bet this is going to sell well for Big Finish.
I hope it does. Anyway. I'm going to try this. I mean, I'm very fond of Anjali Mahindra. I think not only does she seem like a lovely girl, she's very attractive, but the character as well. In fact, most of the characters in that, you wanted to see them do well in life, and so I am actually interested in what's happened to Rani in those years in between.
Actually, I have to tell you, why? Because she gave a good performance.
Yeah, right? It seemed like somebody
you were, invested in it.
And because she was more so than Maria. I liked the original girl, Maria. I thought she was good too, but she felt a little stunted. Whereas Rani kind of felt like the natural successor to Sarah Jane. She felt like a junior version of the same character.
Different, modern, and cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
So this is a writer. Okay, whatever. Selling book. Oh, Vorp. By the way, I believe only this is the only cover available. You're asking me about this. I believe the main one is the only one available. If they have the Capaldi one, I will go for that. If they're the Voyager one, I'll go for that. Okay, just FYI. Right? This is we have to get our copies of Vorp. By the way, my season 9 arrived.
Hey,
did an unboxing of it.
Yeah, mine did the other day as well. When I was live streaming about that bloody awful trailer, I heard a rattle at the door, and when I went to check.
But again, the funny thing with that was everyone's reaction was, "Oh, this is garbage," right? And then they forgot about tribal lines. That's how much we've come, right? That's how little tribal nonsense we've had for so long that everybody just forgot about it and they reacted normally. And then, like after a day, I go, "Oh, wait! No, my tribe says this." So now I got like that, that Reeves guy who backtracked. Yeah,
Jack Reeves, who I've always I can say he seems poles apart from me, but I kind of have always liked what he
intelligent, clearly witty, knows what he's doing. Yeah, I mean, look,
he loves Doctor Who, and he's very, very passionate about it. So I tend to sort of look fondly on people like that.
Like captured by an insane generation.
Exactly.
Who see, like when I had my back and forth with him, he said, this is racist. I'm like, well, explain why, and he couldn't, right? Because because they're not programmed.
Well, when I
Right.
saw Gary on Nerdrotic had apparently been watching on a stream, and Jack had seen this and tweeted it. I've been watched on this channel, and immediately people were saying things to him like, "Oh no, this is bad news," and this guy's this or that or the other. And Jack had clearly never heard of Nerdrotic, and he immediately sort of went and became the ultimate sort of NPC.
Yeah,
I was disappointed. I was disappointed
the
that
tragedy is clearly an intelligent person. Clearly an intelligent kid. Yeah, clearly.
You'd think that. So he's a grown man.
We're dealing with mental illness on a massive scale, right? And I'm not dissing people being mental. This is like this cognitive dissonance failure that they can't connect reality to what they want reality to be.
And
right?
they look more to the point, though, mate. They look to the herd, to say as if to approve the things that they're saying and doing. He made that. He saw that trailer. He saw that was a piece of S, had the same reaction that you and I did. He clearly had a couple of hours to kill in the middle of the day, went off and with a creative burst of energy and passion made that parody video, which I would imagine, I haven't looked to see the numbers, but I would imagine that huge, it's probably hit very, very big for him.
It probably did better than the trailer. Right,
but, because he's got several projects on the go. Most of them aren't really to my taste, but that will have done serious good for him and raised his profile. But I'd say within 20 minutes, he'd already apologized for making it.
I know. Look, because kids do stupid things. What do you want? Because that's why they're kids, right? Kids are stupid. Yeah, I hate to tell you, kids, you're stupid. It's okay. Everyone's stupid when they're a kid, but they think they're smart.
So, he's like 26, 27 years old.
that's in this day and age, 40 is a kid.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
No. Anyway, Scream 6, don't give a shit, leave me alone. In fact, no, none of these things are really doing anything for me. Blind Willow Lola. Oh, that's a movie they thought about, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. I might read that at some point. No, none of these. And Cocaine Bear, yes, but I already know about it.
Even though there's a lot of material being made, certainly more than I can ever watch in the average week. Why does the SFX seem progressively thinner? Like they're struggling to fill it more and more every month.
We've been walking in a post-apocalyptic world. You haven't seen that every day.
Yeah, that looks. God, I'm starting to sound like Ian Diaz.
It's just sorry, like they do the same crap over and over again. It's like we know it. Okay, so this is good news. I'm happy for this. Doctor Who season 9. I'll be watching it for the next couple of weeks. Frankenstein: The True Story. This is James Mason from a.
I've seen that. It's an old one, isn't it?
Yeah, is this a Hammer one? I don't know.
Around that time.
Okay, and The House that Screamed, that's also in the same era, isn't it?
Never seen that.
Yeah, I think I've heard of it before. Children's Film Foundation Bumper Box. That sounds fun. I bet there's a bunch of good fun stuff there. Batman the Doom That Came to Gotham, never heard of it, but okay. None of these things interest me in any way. Portable Door, that's on, we saw that earlier. And they say it's mediocre. Okay. The House on the Edge of the Park, never heard of it. Soji Ishii, never heard it, never will. Oh, they got Strange New Worlds on Blu-ray. I'm thinking I might buy that. That's worth going out for physical media. See what
I agree. I'm going to pick up the Blu-ray of Strange New Worlds as well. I mean, I think that Picard Series 3 has sort of knocked it into a cocked hat, but I did really like it, so I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to treat myself.
Yeah. Although the thing is, though, I don't have a 4K player, but my TV plays 4K, so I might buy it and then have a 4K version downloaded, so I can watch it in 4K because it's really worth it 4K. Yeah. A couple of books I don't know about, more books I don't know about, not interested in. I will read this at some point. The review of the very expensive Blake Seven books, which you're in England, you should have ordered this.
Well. I feel like a hypocrite because for years I was moaning that there was no Blake 7 merchandise and now there's Blake Seven merchandise coming out, and I'm not buying it. And this holds no interest to me whatsoever.
Really?
I cannot think of. I mean, it doesn't help. It doesn't help that I'm not a reader. I'm just not a big reader. But the idea that they've novelized those episodes that I can just go and sit down and watch, and I know they've gone back to Terry's original script.
Like those, the novelizations of like the Target novelizations of the old Doctor Who episodes, they're their own thing.
Yeah,
they're different, which is I think what they're doing here as well. I mean, they got to be releasing these as books on tape at some point. I mean, they are an audio bloody company.
I'd say so, but I would imagine it'll be some way down the line. They obviously intend on doing all 4 seasons like this. And good luck to them. I hope this does well. I hope it finds its audience. It would have to be considerably cheaper for me to buy these.
Well, the shipping kills it for me as well. But it's very expensive. That's why I'm saying do them as books on tape. You'll recoup the money. You could even have an AI, voice going. I saw that in the one of the extras on the season 9 Blu-ray is John Pertwee reading Curse of Peladon. That is enough footage easily to get an AI voice clone of John Pertwee.
Yeah,
easily. That'll be cool. But but you can get. They can make it. Okay, here's what they should do, right? Get an AI voice clone of Paul Darrow with the permission of the estate, obviously, or Gareth Thomas, to read one of these things and see how it goes. I think they would do very well with that.
They would clean up. I think that the time they're obviously going to put all 4 of those out. Like I say, I think Big Finish have been good custodians for Blake Seven.
Yes, I agree.
I think that they have the creative muscles to actually move Blake Seven on now somehow, whether that's not permitted by the license that they've got, the arrangement they've got, I don't know. But I think Blake Seven really does need to evolve now for it to go somewhere else. I'd like to see it return to television. I'd like to see a remake. I'd like to.
Stuff is like
I could stand. Well, I could stand either a new series set decades later, a la Star Trek Picard, or I could stand a remake as well. I'd be fine, and pretty much anything they'd want to do.
Have a remake. But I don't know. Dan was very down on those adaptations. I think they look good. They're short as well, which means I would probably read them. They're 124 to 163 pages each. Great writers, all of them, including Paul Cornell. If I could afford it, I would have got them. It's been good. The Liberator has toilets. It also makes clothes and lockpicking equipment for the crew. Well, that all makes sense. Star Wars and 100 objects. Don't care. And then what's this? End of the story. Okay, in front. No, none of this stuff interested in the slightest. White Cat, Thirsty Ant. No. Okay, look, if you're into this, good. Who's Riddler Year One? Paul Dano. I bet that's probably quite good. Oh, Paul Dano, as in, so this is the Joker. No, this is the turgid Batman. What was it called again? The Batman Riddler. Yeah, look, good for you, mate. Not for me. Superman Space Age. Mark Russell, Mark Ord. How will Superman deal with the end of the world? Pitching the character's innate optimism against unchangeable fate isn't a new concept, but DC's latest 3-issue miniseries at least features something new twist on it. Superman Space Age pitches Kal-El into the political reality of the 1960s America, and then follows him across the years until the Earth faces the inevitable destruction in the 85 crossover. I don't know. I like Michael Ard. Not sure about the script though. Doctor Strange, Magical Mystery by Trad Moore. I think that Doctor Strange is the right title to have a single voice on it. Right, have a writer, artist on it. Not sure about the artwork though. Danger Street by DC Black Label with Tom King. I'll give that a miss then. Nightclub by Mark Millar and Image. I thought he was doing stuff. Is his deal is like Image Netflix? Is that what it is? Reaching the peak of PSVR. The VR's over, mate. It was only for porn, sadly. I hope they would do more with it, but it's only for porn. Not even close to listening to this yet. Doctor Who: Return of Joe Jones. I am listening to the first Doctor one, which really is very good. I liked it a lot. Doctor Who companions. Let's see how well we're doing. Question 1. What's the first companion the camera actually shows us in Doctor Who? Is it Barbara? I think it's Barbara, right? And then first, because we don't see Susan, it's Barbara, right? It's Barbara. Let's have a look. Barbara, I am right. Okay, so I feel good about myself. Okay, so yeah, that's something I would read. So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. What was the next one? Fear of the Walking Dead. They're still going. Citadel, Russo Brothers' new universe. That I would definitely be interested in. Right, I really like the thing they did on. What was it? They did something else on Netflix. Let me quick look at Russo Brothers. Russo Brothers. Wikipedia. So, Grey Man. I like that a lot. So, Citadel, they're doing it's a TV show. So, Amazon Prime. Is it out yet? Is an upcoming science fiction drama series created by Joseph Amal and Brian O for Amazon Prime. Stars Richard Madden and Priyanka. Citadel agents, blah, 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 blah. So what's this got to do with what's his name? Created by, I don't know. I'm confused. So what's this got to do with the Russo brothers? I don't see the names anywhere. I'm confused. Oh, they're the producers, right? And it's coming out at the end of April. Okay, whatever. Looks fun. Star Trek, where the gift that keeps on giving. Trekkers, Dark Crystal. It's time for ballet. What? Really? And Star Wars, Doctor Who, and more. Of course. That's how I put. Oh, grot bags. We love grot bags. Okay. They've just earned their digital subscription this month with a bit of grot bags. Who doesn't love grot bloody bags? And Rod Howard Emu. Oh, I love a bit of Rod Howard Emu. They are the best. They are absolutely the best. Fine. So that is your SFX magazine for this month. Is it a recommend? It depends how interesting. You see what's in it, okay? If you think it's interesting, okay. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.